Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Good evening, folks, and I am Dan Hollifield, and welcome to Last Man Standing. If you have not yet watched Stupid O'Clock, we had a special guest, we had a special heckler, and things were hunky-dory most of the way through. Dawn had some computer problems. She had to duck out early from Stupid O'Clock. She has yet to show up here, so maybe she's still having either weather related problems or computer related problems. That is neither here nor there. Uh, if you are a habituee of the green room, I may or may not be there tomorrow night. We are going off to have dinner with my mother to celebrate her 84th birthday on Saturday. Think that's right. Not sure. Mom doesn't tell anybody anymore. But if I show up in the green room, it's going to be late. And if it's late enough, I'm not even going to try because, you know, just be missing all the jokes and everything. So, and all the flirting and everything. And Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group, if you've got a sense of humor and you're not offended by everything, then maybe you can get permission to get in there. Think of it as a challenge. But with me tonight, we do have Joe Bachman, we do have Aunt Donna, and hopefully we will have a good time.
So I'll have to do my flirting tonight instead of tomorrow night.
Well, sadly so. Unless I do show up before you decide to exit stage left, or actually stage right in your case, I do believe.
I'm surprised Richie isn't in here.
Probably will be. And Facebook just told me to be prepared to start the show 5 minutes in. Usually they tell me, be prepared to start the show on Sunday. The Thursday night show on Sunday. That's Facebook's timing right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, they're getting better.
Yeah, really. They're now in the right year. Earlier tonight, I was commenting away in Stupid O'Clock and realized that I had accidentally clicked the link for Saturday night show. I apologize to anybody that shows up and reads my comments from tonight, Saturday night.
They won't be there.
Probably not. No, yeah, you're right. They do delete things older than an hour or so, don't they?
Yeah, an hour, 2 hours, something like that.
Mm.
We've noticed that on Never Mind the Furthermore.
Show up in a little bit too early, and your comments do not show up in the stream.
Nope.
That'd be all right.
Probably good.
I don't know. StreamYard has a new feature they're calling editing, where you can be doing a pre-recorded show, I do imagine, and pause and restart as you would just normally do the whole show, and then go back and go, I got to cut this 5 minutes out because that was beyond the pale. And now you can do it live. Don't know how I would ever take advantage of this, but I'm sure there will be an occasion where I might sometime. We don't have a designated heckler tonight. Well, we'll work on that.
I could always jump into the chat and heckle.
Yeah, but we prefer having your heckling live and on screen, because that way we can giggle and applaud, and however the reactions go. I heard a ping. We have a Richie.
Hey, Richie.
Quick, kill it.
That'll be the day.
We have a dick.
Say goodbye.
Well,
somebody has a dick.
Not the green room. Not the green room. Not the green room.
You said you weren't going to be there, so we have to make up for it tonight.
I was watching a video the other day. It's this guy that almost looked like it was either like a Buffalo Wild Wings or a Hooters or something. It was kind of a sports bar-ish type place. And he asked the waitress if she had a sense of humor, and she goes, yeah. He goes, okay. He goes, I want a drink so fruity in this hand that it looks like I need a dick in this hand.
I can't imagine what she would have brought him, really. And that's because, and I've got like 4 bartenders manuals.
Bud Light.
Bud Light. Hey, we're
now that I'm on Anheuser-Busch's most wanted list.
We're contemporary. That's what we are.
Oh, we're something.
Yeah.
Under surveillance is what we are.
So what else is new?
You really tell me about it. Remind me next lifetime. Don't write that damn letter to Richard Nixon.
My wife has been under surveillance since she, started fencing. So,
and usually there's a threat assessment going underneath as a continuous scroll underneath the screen.
And that was redoubled after Nick left the SCA.
mm-hmm.
One never actually leaves the SCA.
Oh, yes. Nick left the SCA.
No. You're just put on an inactive member list.
No. Nick left the SCA.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, Nick might have left, but they didn't let him go. He's still on a list somewhere as an inactive member. That's the way they work. I haven't been to an SCA event since shortly after college, and I'm still an inactive member in good standing. Which, if you know me, you got to wonder about that good standing qualification right there. Um,
Well, the leadership of the SCA for the kingdom in our area very much did not like Nick.
mm,
So unless major things have changed, he was persona non grata.
oh well, now that's a totally different case then. Yeah. Um, in my day, it was the people in California were not going to change the database no matter what.
Yeah,
Once you had once you had a SCA card, you're there for life. Even if you never show up to more than one event in your entire life.
it
Uh,
was some pretty shady shit that went down.
mm, I'm kind of lucky. The groups down here are really nice people. Um, very, very. Well, I hesitate to say independent because it is kind of intermingled and intertwined, but they're very strong-willed and individualists and things. It's like my area. It's libertarian SCA. So, um, oh, Chris,
Hey,
not
Chris.
one, not one of our kind. Yeah, where you at, brother? You know the link. Pop in. You're probably on the road or relaxing after interviewing new groupies or whatever it is that you do for a living.
That boy does not relax. He doesn't know the meaning of it.
Well, I know that. Try following around after him on a Sunday at Hallowcon when something went down and he is bound and determined to have taken it upon himself to rectify such a matter. You talking about a man on a mission. I felt like I was following a SWAT team. And I was just the fair witness going, yeah, he didn't touch nothing. We had to search for something that was missing. And we had looked everywhere. And I was introduced to places in that hotel that I did not know existed. And then we had to go into strictly locked up and no access territory, which is the vendor's room after hours. So I was there as a witness to make sure that I could testify he didn't touch nothing, just in case somebody claimed something went missing. Well, it didn't go missing on our watch, but whatever we were looking for, and I don't remember what it was not there either. So it's kind of like all the different locks on uh, Maxwell Smart's apartment door got put back in when we left and didn't open up again until people were ready to start the loadout in the morning.
Did you ever find it? Whatever it was.
I think he did, but it was like a couple of weeks later, and it just turned out to be it was left in the storage building and never got taken to the con. he was not pleased.
Yeah.
And you know somebody's really reaching when they got to have me as a character witness.
I didn't comment on that part.
I was waiting. I was really waiting. Uh, yeah. I'm trustworthy, loyal, and dependable, and mm,
You're our knight in tattered armor.
yeah. That's one way of putting it.
Better than being a knight in shining armor.
Yeah, never did anything.
Mm-hmm.
Knights in shiny armor spend more time polishing their armor than going out and
Doing
fixing
anything.
shit.
I don't have time to polish. I'm too busy putting out fires and slaying dragons and rescuing damsels in distress. Which explains why I've been married 3 times. These girls just keep getting in trouble. And not by me. Um, I'm the good guy, says every villain in every story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my reputation exceeds me, but one
No,
does
it
what one
doesn't.
can. So, what has everybody been up to?
No good.
Oh, in character, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, there's a problem
Listen,
with the servers on the independent
So,
creators directory.
in motion hosting, apparently, I don't know if they took their stuff down for maintenance or what, but it just. I don't think it was maintenance because it was a rather odd time. It was like 7:45, 8:45, something like that. Um, but I was in the middle of. Dawn and I were both working on getting the calendar updated on there since I switched to a different calendar system.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it just went down. And I thought, okay, well, maybe the shared hosting got overloaded, whatever. Go to InMotion to log into the back end so I could actually see what the server statistics were showing, and InMotion hosting wouldn't load. It's like, oh, you're just totally dead in the water. Great.
Hmm.
So it's back up. It came back up a couple hours later, but I need to get off the shared hosting,
what are you reading?
um, just so the site runs better in general.
Yeah. Um, there's all kinds of problems with different hosts all over the place. I've been lucky in that I've had a very, very dependable one for the last 27 years, and they will work with me really well. But there are times when stuff goes wrong, and you go, "Oh, is this an update? I didn't get an email." No,
Hmm.
it's not an update. Something broke. Good luck, guys. I can't help. Um,
So yeah, I'm looking at I really don't need the unlimited uh, hosting. I like the idea of it, but that's only really available on the shared hosting plans, and it's getting to be too much to where, like, sometimes just loading the main page, if the other sites that are on that same server are getting, blown up with traffic at the same time, my site may not even load.
Yep. Understood.
So now I'm looking at, I don't want to go back to GoDaddy if I don't have to, but there's going to be some money spent here in the near future on some better hosting services. So,
I didn't know GeoCities was still in business.
right? Oh, pulled that from the Wayback
I
Machine.
was gonna say.
No pun intended.
I am the Wayback Machine. Hell, I've been doing this for a long time.
I go to Wayback Machine to look at my old GeoCities site from time to time.
I have friends that have been involved with online services for a far longer time than me, and they tell me stories about back in the dark times when the magic was being written. And I'm going, wait a minute, that didn't start till like 2 years before I got a computer. Yeah, well, dinosaurs did rule the earth back then. Oh. Oh, it just, pardon me, I just had an epiphany, and I've got to tune it. Aphelion will start its 28th year in February.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That puts us, just under the Department of Defense and over Disney in age. Wow. That's been a long, long time. Online, not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, Disney's been around more than 30 years.
Oh, yeah. But when did they consent to discover the internet? Or did they ever consent? It was just forced on them. Well, good news. Got a phone call from my publisher yesterday night.
Nice.
Editing is proceeding on Tales of the Mirror Inebrium Volume 1, the reissue of my first book. It's been out of print for several years, and Three Ravens is going to bring it back, improved, re-edited, and raring to go, and they want me to write a Volume 2.
Of course.
I have to work on finishing the fantasy novel first, but I have got a couple of stories written for the Volume 2, the Spaceport War series. So they're really rough. They need a lot more fleshing out. They need a lot more editing, and that's before I ever let them see it. I've got a lot of work ahead of me. But I will be retired soon, so I will have a little bit of free time. A little bit. Not much. Yeah, not much.
Not when Lindsay gets started on you.
Speaking of which, I'm going to be on vacation next week, dealing with plumbing failures. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to get all this stuff done. Oh, and here's Dawn. Hail, hail, the gang is all together.
Hey, Don.
Hey, Don.
Glad to see you got that, whatever it was, taken care of.
Everybody roboting and stuff like that, but we had internet, we had router and modem issues the other day, and I never did reconnect and all that stuff on here. So I think it was just like tired and slow, like me.
Just need to be rebooted. Chris will be here with the Statesman Bourbon anytime now. Everybody will reboot then. Or fall over like I
Got a
did.
haircut. Got them all cut.
Got a lot of them cut.
Yeah,
Not all.
Not just
No,
all
but a fair amount. Because
Talk
there's
about a
some in
massive
the,
fix.
Okay,
there's some in the back that was not cut because it's my security blanket.
It's an IT mullet.
No, actually.
It's just curls. They're pretty.
Okay, so going with the conversation, I didn't mean to interrupt. Well, maybe I did a little bit, but you know.
You're going to be on vacation next week. That's what we're talking about, Dan.
Yes. Last Sunday, I woke up to not one, not two, not three, but 4 plumbing disasters.
Ooh.
Two are yet unsolved.
That's kind of hard in a house that's as small as yours, isn't it?
Yes. Well, in the closet where the water heater is, there was a massive leak. Ran out to the well house. Yanked the door off the well house, which I really should have used a drill to remove, but I was in a hurry. Turned the first shutoff valve from the well. It didn't shut anything off. Ran back in the house. Panicked some more. Ran back out to the well house. Turned the secondary shutoff valve. It didn't work either. Ran back in the house. Still leaking. Panicked more. Crawled underneath the house. Turned the tertiary shutoff valve. That fixed the leak inside the house. Discovered a pinhole leak in the copper pipe before the shutoff valve under the house. Panicked some more. Got the parts necessary to fix the leak inside the house. Turn the water back on. First time ever I had used a shark bite connector and didn't have it seated correctly. Had to run back, crawl under the house, turn the water back off again, come back up, climb into the house, reseat the shark bite bypass connectors, basically. After an hour or so, crawl back under the house. Water did not leak inside the house after that. Tried to fix the pinhole leak in the copper pipe before the shutoff valve that did work under the house. That was partially successful. I got it to quit spraying on the floorboards and got it to drip on the ground. So the floor over that leak is not compromised, but it's still dribbling water in the dirt in the crawl space underneath the house. Tried several times to get the main shutoff valves at the well to actually function. No luck. No luck whatsoever. Trying to figure out how I can replace the at least one of the original shutoff valves so that we can shut the water off and I can actually eliminate the pinhole leak in the copper pipe underneath the house. I have a cunning plan, which strikes me as a stupid idea, and it probably is not going to work, but it might work long enough for me to get my big old wrenches out and replace the first non-functioning shutoff valve. Thank goodness I'm on a well, otherwise the charge for city water would be astronomical by the time I think this will work. The only other choice is to shut off the power to the well, undo everything, replace the non-functioning parts, hook it all back up, and then reprime the well pump, which could take an hour or two.
That does not sound like too much fun.
It won't be fun because I had to do that once before when the piping down into the well had to be replaced. That was when I found out my well is 200 feet deep. They pulled up, I hired somebody, they came out here with a crane, they pulled up 5 20-foot sections of galvanized steel pipe, one of which, partway down, had a leak. It had just rusted away. They replaced it with PVC. Put everything back together, and drove off because that was all they were hired to do. I had to figure out how to take the cover off of the electrical switches for the pump, which is 200 feet underground in a lot of muddy water, and hold the circuit breaker down until it reprimed the pump and we had a continuous flow of water. If I had to do that again, not replacing the pipe, just repriming the pump, I'm going to be standing there for quite a while with a screwdriver in the middle of a circuit board, holding 2 contacts together, keeping the pump running for far longer than it's programmed to keep running until water pressure comes all the way back up and starts coming through the pipes again. That is a suboptimal solution. Maybe the only one, but there is an emergency backup plan, which is not the best plan, but it is an emergency backup, which involves hooking up a hose to the spigot that is attached to the plumbing before the shutoff valve, relieving the pressure, letting water flow onto the ground through the hose, reducing the pressure somewhat, removing the non-functioning valve, replacing the non-functioning valve, hooking it back up to all the rest of the plumbing with a quick disconnect that it is in place, and then turning the water off from the spigot and the newly installed shutoff valve, and then crawling under the house again and fixing the pinhole leak once and for all.
Is it me or does it look like Joe's about ready just to nod out?
No.
You're muted.
I keep kind of fading in and out.
Don't worry about it. I have that effect on everybody but women.
Been a hard day up there, or did you get the rain we got?
Uh, we got quite a bit of rain this morning, but they were just putting down shoulder stone.
Hmm.
So my
Didn't
buddy's
stop
like,
any.
"Well, he goes, we can stop them in the rain, right?" I'm like, "No, there's nothing that says they can't put down stone in the rain."
Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Dan or Joe was looking like
No, that's fine. That's fine. I understand completely. Plumbing problems are personal, and if it's not happening to you, you tend to go, "I don't want to hear this. This is a nightmare. I don't want to hear this."
Oh, I was starting to nod out on stupid o'clock. So
It's all right.
I'm thinking there was something going on with the internet because not one person has roboted, not one person. I haven't seen any black spinnies or anything since I've been on here now.
Hmm.
So
Well, that's
I'm
good.
thinking it was my internet.
It seemed to happen when that,
When Sean showed up,
yeah.
Oh, I was having issues before that even.
Oh, and,
I blame Bill.
oh yeah.
He's not here to defend himself, so I blame
After
Bill.
him, so.
I always blame Bill.
He showed up before me, so it could have been.
Yeah, he
no,
claims
wait,
he's.
wait a minute, Chris. We were talking about Bill. You going to solve that problem? No, no, no. I don't have bail money, dude. And Bill's not a problem. He's just a very lonely guy, but has limited outlets of expression.
And yeah,
It's my problem out now.
that's yeah. That's not the reason he's lonely. I mean, he pushes people away.
Yeah. Well, that's true. It's sad, and it's not something we need to discuss. Wow, I
So-
got all editorial.
All night.
There you go. So we went out to do our Muncie thing, and it started raining while we were out. We pulled back into the driveway, and it just cut through that. It poured so hard that there's almost a curtain between the van and the house. And I've got this little thing on my watch that I've got it set to every 30 minutes. It says get up and move. Because, you know, when you're working on the computer, you need to be reminded. So we're sitting there watching this go, and my watch goes off and says get up and move, and I tell my watch, oh hell no, I'm not moving.
I got back.
Doing cheer dances just to set aside the watch.
I got back to the field office, and I'm sitting there doing paperwork on the computer, and it's just it's storming. I hear the thunder, see the lightning. It's raining like hell. All of a sudden, my phone goes off. Lightning struck within 2 miles of your location. See what's coming. I'm pretty sure I already see what's coming. And then, a couple minutes later, I get another notification. Rain will start around 8:40 a.m. The rain's already started. It's here.
It's been here. It's been here for a while. They don't make one of those yellow slicker suits that's good enough to keep this rain out.
Oh,
Well, all I can think of is I think it's Avengers: Age of Ultron, where uh, Iron Man goes, "Hey Cap, you have incoming," and Cap goes, "Incoming already came." That's the way it is with this weather app half the time. It's rain will begin at this time. The rain began 20 minutes ago. Where the hell have you been?
They're getting updates from Facebook, is what it is.
well, and Carl goes, "Do you want to use the umbrella?" And I'm looking at him like, "I don't think your umbrella's going to hold up to that out
Mm.
there. You can give it a try if you want to. I'm
We'll,
staying still
we'll
there."
just sit here and smoke another cigar, damn it. I'm willing to bet that the weather is going to run out of rain before we run out of cigars, okay?
Last night, Wednesday I'm supposed to do my injectable medicine, and I forgot. Or I didn't forget. I remembered as I was going to bed, and I'm like, I'm not staying up. I'm tired. It's got to sit out for a half hour before I can use it. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. So I was a day late. I'm never doing that in the morning ever again. I had an interesting day. We'll just say that. I didn't know that I didn't know my eyes couldn't dilate. But apparently there's times they won't.
Sounds like normal morning traffic to me. Oh, those aren't bright. I just can't adjust.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was like, whew. Like, okay. So it's fine. And I'm like, okay, sleep. I still gotta get 2.5 hour nap. So I'm like wired for sound.
Carl's like, "Oh wow, it's dark out here," and I'm sitting there with my sunglasses on. True, they were the amber ones instead of the dark ones, but I still have my sunglasses on. Like, not that dark, dude. It's light, bad.
Was it Corey Haim that did the Sunglasses at Night song? Corey somebody.
Corey Hart.
Corey Hart.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
wear my sunglasses at night so I can
That's
show
the
I-
song. Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
Corey Haim was the blonde, more dreamy version of the two Coreys. There was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Okay.
Corey Haim died a couple years ago from a overdose.
Oh.
I
Sorry to hear that.
I thought
Was that done?
I think it was complications from a disease he had, but his drug use from the past had compromised his system enough that it weakened it. Rich is looking it up.
Yep.
Heard me typing, huh?
No, I thought you go.
No, don't. No, just the look on your face. We knew where you were going.
Like Beethoven on the pipe organ. Yeah.
So while he's doing that, I haven't I haven't said much on here, but I do trouble.
Allegedly, it was pneumonia. My apologies.
And my doctor gave me the choice of getting a cortisone shot in the shoulder or doing physical therapy, and I said I'd rather do physical therapy. That's a good thing because it turned out to be my neck instead of my shoulder. But as we were going out, and I hand my paperwork to the receptionist, and I'm supposed to schedule some more sessions, he's like, I'm on the phone trying to get my computer fixed. And Carl leans over and starts to say something like, "Come along, honey, you can't be their IT."
Typecasting.
Whoever I want to be.
I keep telling him you're only my IT now. Which reminds me, Don.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we need to meet up at Busy Kitchen and have some pie and give you something.
I am so not touching that line.
Okay, I am getting really tired, and my filter is gonna go.
She said she told the wrong people she needed a microphone and a camera. Well, she doesn't anymore.
2
Aw.
turntables and a microphone.
Okay, Joe, what do you guys say on that one?
StreamYard has a new recording feature.
It runs when you're not on StreamYard. Reports directly to the FBI.
But does it live stream to OnlyFans? Anyway,
In our case, it'd be only Fiends.
Speak for yourself.
I thought I was.
But who's her then? In her case, you said.
Oh, I said our. I said
Oh,
our.
it sounded like you said in her case.
Well, I was speaking for all my multiple personalities.
Hey, you're a writer. Of course, we have multiple personalities.
I've got about 6 universes living in my head, and all of them are going, "Hey, when's it our turn?"
You got a turn last week.
And here's Johnny.
I was going to say his 10 minutes was up. Hi, Chris.
My computer was slow in loading everything.
Well, sometimes a slow hand can be good.
Yeah, it can. Well, when I hear slow hand, I think about 3 things. I think about the
Pointer Sisters.
Pointer Sisters song that Conway Twitty did a cover of, and slow hand was also the nickname for Eric Clapton because it took him a while to get his fingers warmed up, and his hands warmed up as he got older.
And
you okay over there, Dawn? You
Dawn?
survive?
Nope, Donna did it.
That stuff's a little too thick to breathe.
That's what she said.
Well, Joe, I'm interested to hear about your decision where you decided to take your website to, because I've been wanting to update Hallowcon's website, and me and Joe have talked a little bit about it, but we hadn't gone into any details. So, like I said, I'm interested to hear what you wind up doing, because I'm a little bit new to the thing, but I know we need to update.
Yeah, I'm going to be sending messages to Ionos and probably GoDaddy and a few of the others, and I need to try and set a budget first and see if I can stay within said budget.
Where's the fun in that?
And, well, seeing as I've actually already prepaid for 3 years on InMotion, and it was a really good rate.
I know.
Well, I can still keep like some of my other sites there. I could still keep like Nick's site. I could still keep The Burning Is Love. I could still keep some of the other sites there that don't exactly get a whole slew of traffic.
Oh, Nick's gonna love hearing that one.
Well, and I can't say
the
that
less
about,
intensive ones.
I can't say that about Nick's, because out of all the sites that I run, including our town's website, his gets the most attempts at being hacked.
Wow.
Someone is trying to hack someone that teaches sword fighting, axe fighting, and
Yeah.
oh my, the mind boggles. I mean, I can't even finish the thought.
Well,
So,
Nick's a great guy. Why would anybody want to do that to him?
He
well,
might hack them back, and not online. Um,
well, things have actually slowed down for his website a little bit. There's only been 85 failed login attempts in the past 24 hours. The last time I loaded the back end of his page, he was up around 170.
Wow.
So,
But his page is also his historical scene guild, right?
no, this is just it's so
Or is this
for
just the
whatever.
nicktucker.com?
Yeah, this
or
is
whatever?
just nicholastalker.com where it has links to the other stuff. And like I still have people, spam accounts that are commenting on the Hello World post that you can't even see. You actually have to know where it's at in WordPress to get to it. It's not on his front page. Like, I don't know who he pissed off, but he did a good job.
it's all those Russian bots that deserted from the Ukraine war. They're trying to keep from getting purged.
Oh, Rich, I see you got your ears lowered and your head raised.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's I was getting tired of eating hair.
Yeah, that does get on.
Mm-hmm.
So
And yeah, it just wasn't long enough, and I don't have.
I have that
much-
same problem.
You guys are gonna. I'm so glad I was not taking a drink.
I don't have the range of motion I need to properly tie my hair back.
Mm.
And so I tend to sit forward like this, and when it comes down like this, and about 3/4 to an inch of it will actually get in your mouth with your dinner. It got a little annoying. So Misty was very happy when it happened.
Okay.
I did it as a surprise. I went to go get some groceries, and the haircutting place is right next to it. So I stopped over there real quick. Then I grabbed the groceries. Then I came home. I'm like, I got a surprise for you. She's like, really? Because she was getting twitchy because it was long enough to put in a tail.
Yeah, I was noticing you starting to look like a Klingon bird of prey with your hairdo.
Yeah.
See, this is getting too long. It needs to go away.
Okay.
That's your
But I'm
choice.
waiting. It's getting to the point where it's annoying. Because how often do you actually see me do anything with my hair other than have it in a bun, a ponytail, or look like a mom?
I thought that was kind of the three things that could be done with hair was bun, ponytail, or
Well, there's also the pigtails. There's the braid, or the plait or plate, depending on where you're.
Or the dog
Your
ears.
accent.
The beehive.
Oh yeah,
Right.
there's
Oh, you look really
the two
cute
little
with dog ears.
there's the Sailor Moon. Well, I wouldn't be able to do the dog ears right now. Well, actually, maybe I can. Maybe there is enough there to.
Oh yeah, you look great as Princess in the Princess Leia outfit.
Who, Rip?
Actually, her hair does look.
I was talking about Dawn. but I could see it on Rich too.
No, I don't want
Slap
to
a
see
couple of Cinnabons on a
God,
headband and then just put it over.
I don't want to see Dawn with her hair wrapped around cinnamon rolls. No, um, I do have to admit, every time she lets her hair down, I go, ooh.
Now see, you got Carl looking at your ass and Dan looking at your hair.
Gonna be an interesting Hallowcon.
There's only so much of Dawn to go around. I mean,
Oh, I don't know. You know how tall she is.
actually, I don't.
She's tall. I think she's taller than I am.
I am 5'9".
Well,
Yeah,
And if
Well-
Joe Dog's standing if Joe Dog's standing next to her trying to look her in the face, he's probably going to just have chest in the way.
did you say you?
I don't think Joe Dog would actually reach that tall.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying if he was trying to look at her,
Yeah.
he'd have to stand back a couple of feet so that he can get beyond the shelf.
Either that, or there's a periscope involved. Oh, I gotta
So
quit
you
picking on
5'9"
Joe Dog.
now?
I gotta quit picking on Joe Dog. I swear.
You keep
He-
saying that, but you don't do
It's too easy.
They're talking to picking on Joe Dog. How you think? Oh hell, you people! I love you.
I'm
I hope
incorrigible.
Rich makes it to Hallowcon.
I'm going to get my ass kicked for this one, but
Oh, by who? Paul Bunyan is going to come calling.
Yeah. I
But,
give it a try.
Klingons are afraid of you.
Joe Dog has a vehicle. He can run me over. He can use Nick's Wagon Fu. But
With Joe Dog driving, all you got to do is take 2 steps to one side.
keep a little baggie full of rice in your pocket, and if you piss Joe Dog off, just scatter on the ground. It'll take him 3 days to walk around the grains because he can't walk over them.
He is a bit
I,
strong.
I said that to Misty one day because I was just doing something to aggravate and pick on Misty and just pick and pick and pick and pick, and finally she shot me that I'm gonna fuck you up look, and I'm like, bring it. All I gotta do is drop a grain of rice in front of you, landing, crossways, and it'll take you a week to walk around it because you're too short to walk over it. And then I limped away as fast as possible.
Brother, how are you still alive?
Same reason Joe Dog's still alive with Donna.
Because my wife is very, very sweet.
Oh,
She is much sweeter than I deserve. Had I married probably anyone else in the world, I would have probably been in the grave about
5 minutes later.
18 and a half years ago. Considering, Misty and I will reach our 19th wedding anniversary in December. It would be a very short marriage before all of a sudden the former Mrs. Asplin was collecting my life insurance benefits. He died mysteriously.
I told him not to take his pet toaster into the bathtub.
Oh God!
Donna McKeel can be sweet, but she can also be mean.
Oh, you weren't there when she. That stupid o'clock. She came and she took his earbud so she could say hi hi and bye to all of us. And yeah, she popped that sucker out.
And then popped it right back in.
So my middle sister and her youngest, one of their favorite phrases is, "I want to buy whoever's pissing them off at the moment, a pet toaster for the bathtub."
An emotional support toaster, yes.
Jill's being told something.
Yeah, it was like that was
All right. Wife
Yeah.
apparently got home early, so I'm going to head upstairs. And I heard walking around above me, and it's like, okay, they're not supposed to be setting this thing until 1 o'clock. I thought
Yeah.
so. Either somebody just broke in and I'm about to have fun, or she got home early.
And you're about to have fun.
No, I'm entirely too tired for that.
Never
But-
say never.
Yeah, she might have other plans.
Yeah, I already know what her plans are. She's going to go back to sleep. But
after maybe.
oh no, it won't be after.
Okay, at least you guys might get some cuddle time.
But y'all have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night, Joe.
Yeah, brother.
Oh man.
Quick, anybody know his OnlyFans address? Might be some live streaming going on. Damn it, Dan. Why do I do this
I wish
on
I
a
was
Thursday?
a more talented artist, because I got this idea a couple weeks ago where you just see this little window unit AC walking away from a room kind of dejected, and then it turns so that you can actually see from their point of view, and inside the room that you can see, there's the old, like, I'm a Southern Belle type fan, a stand fan, a box fan, a ceiling fan type of thing. And the plaque outside the door says, OnlyFans meeting.
Okay, is it here to his
Since the AC is not a fan,
or is it my internet acted up again?
I
I
see you
can
wiggling
see-
your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you roboted up for a second there when you were talking, and then it came back in.
Okay,
But I don't know if
well,
that's
you're
me or you.
streaming. You were doing he was doing anime. Hi, how are you today?
He
Hello.
was describing all the fans in his OnlyFans image.
I like ramen. How about you?
Godzilla is approaching.
I told you guys I had way too much sleep today.
One of my favorite scenes from Wayne's World 2 is where James Hong is playing Tia Carrera's father, and they're having a discussion, and they're doing looks like old Japanese subtitles with the overdubs from the Chinese and Japanese kung fu movies and all. And he's like, "Wait, I have got waiting." And, each time button he hits, like, "Bow, bow." Love that scene. It's hilarious.
Nope, never seen. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Rich. Only fan.
So
Is that an invitation or a request?
Oh, it was more about.
You got a page you hadn't told us about.
no, it was a comic
I
I
don't
wanted.
think this is a page.
someone to
It's
draw.
more like a chapter.
But basically just a window unit AC kind of walking away from a room kind of dejected, and then chat bubble, or
Now he's roboting again.
dialogue bubble, coming from off screen, and stay out, don't come back. And then it turns so that you're looking head on, seeing what's going on. So again, you've got the face of the AC unit, and the AC unit's just like, and then you see in the room, and there's like the folding fan type. There's a stand fan, a box fan, ceiling fan, a couple of other fans like that. And the plaque outside the door says "Only fans."
Aren't you glad you asked him to repeat that?
Now she knows.
I just wanted to hear Rich talk about his OnlyFans fantasy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I don't hate the world that much to try to get one of those sites.
Oh, it could have been worse. It could have included some guy sitting there in a blue and white uniform and just Braves fan.
Yeah, it could have been a number of things that were unappealing.
Baseball is not one of those things that I enjoy.
What about golf?
More power to the folks that do. Hey, I leave golf to Alice Cooper, somebody that knows what they're doing. I won't even watch. I mean,
Now, I like golf as long as I'm watching Caddyshack, Happy Gilmore,
Gotta
stuff
have your
like that.
standards.
hey, I'll play goofy golf, but
I like golf.
as a sport, it's
I
not.
can golf.
And
Oh,
I have a problem with a lot of sports that there's not many that I find to my interest, and that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with them. It's just I'm not built that way. So everybody that does like their own stuff, go for it. I'll be off on the side watching the girl from Ipanema walk by.
yeah.
Carl's not here, so I'll tell his golfing story.
He's gonna see this tomorrow,
I don't care. Back when he was first working at ORS, his the supervisor was a big golf player, and he said he turned to Carl one day and he says, "Do you play golf?" And Carl says, "Yeah, but I have an awful lot of trouble with the windmill."
That's my kind of golf right there.
I want to go to that place that Clyde had in his radiant things one day. The one with the inside mini golf with the neon lights and stuff. That looked really cool.
Oh. So sort of like a Galaxy Bowling, but only for golf.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Because there's a Top Golf not too far away from.
I'll never remember this tomorrow.
But
This was down someplace in Virginia or Carolina, someplace like that. But yeah, it's all black light and neons, and yeah, that looked really cool. Like, I'd like to try that one if we ever get in that area.
well, the closest thing we got, and I don't know if they got the black light and neon lights or anything, but there's a Top Golf right near Bass Pro Shops, right at the state line with Tennessee. That's all right though, Dan. They can do that, and you may go to Twin Peaks restaurant and
Okay, so what was that about? Okay, I was getting bombarded with Waffle House stuff. So Carl and Don are gonna pop my cherry,
Pop your Waffle House, Jerry. Yes, we did that for
Yeah.
Michaela.
and then who said something about smother and what was all of that shit that somebody had said? And who said that? Like I said, I was having issues with the internet tonight.
You expect us to remember?
I don't remember. Okay, what the hell was that about though? Smother or something, something, something?
Oh,
smothered.
it was about hash browns.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Scattered, smothered, covered, and anything else you want after that. There's names for it.
Yep. And I asked what the version was that had mushrooms on the hash browns, and Joe Dog said capped,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
And I have a well, basically a sausage and egg biscuit and hash brown patty every day at work, and I put the cheese from the sausage and egg on the hash browns, and then I put salsa on top of that. And I'm going, ooh, some mushrooms would be really nice with this. But
Yeah.
that's not something I'm going to ask my wife to prepare. I mean, we use the store bought, and this and that. She's got enough to do. The church ladies keep her busy 17 days a week. Seems like not the Beatles didn't even have it this bad. 8 days a week probably would have been fine, but they monopolize her time.
Did we lose Richie?
He's in audio. I'm not sure.
We didn't lose him. He's just gone down the hall, or something like that.
Do you like waffles, Don?
It was like, yes, I do like waffles.
I don't like northern waffles. They're too crunchy. I don't like that. Waffle House waffles are not crunchy.
The nice thing about Waffle House rather than IHOP is if you want waffles or pancakes, you order them. They don't come automatically with everything you order.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our IHOP is so absolutely disgusting. I won't walk in there. We have a pancake house, and I have a friend that is a manager there, so we'll go in there. But the IHOP here,
Never been to an IHOP.
Chris and Lindsay and I have a very nice IHOP story. They were open when nobody else was, and we got fed in less than 6 hours, and the food was very good and very generous portions.
what are you giggling about, Fred?
Yeah,
Well, we all remember my IHOP story.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, something about headphones. Definitely, somebody needed headphones. Yeah.
Yeah. Why does the music sound funny? You know, some rumbling and the tumbling. Went to the restroom. They're piping in the music, and I'm like, the music sounds weird. Like there's something wrong with the track.
Brown chicken, brown
Whatever. And then there's the pause between songs, and I hear fuck me in the ass, coming from someone's phone or tablet, and it's like, headphones, dude, really? Come on. And the thing is, it's an IHOP. Why are you laughing of an IHOP? I can understand watching porn in the bathroom of a truck stop, but not an IHOP.
Yep.
one thing, Dan.
I am not
Video.
going to miss the restrooms at the factory when I retire.
People don't use headphones there either.
At times it sounds like they have an entire camera crew and a cast of thousands.
Oh my.
Oh, man.
Yes, and I'm going. Will y'all shut the fuck up so I can
Take care of business.
perform a bodily function without interruption?
Yep.
Sounds like I'm trying to do a bodily function as well.
Yeah, but
They're trying to make a TikTok video while Dan's trying to take care of business.
mm,
Have I told you my steak and shake story with my best friend from high school?
I vaguely remember it, but I don't remember the punchline.
We also have a steak and shake that went exit below.
Um, my best
Another
friend
another
had just
commercial for Hallowcon.
my best friend had finally left her abusive husband. They had been married since they were 15,
Mm-hmm.
and she went a little bit wild.
Uh-oh.
And there was, I don't think it's there anymore. There was a place called Bradley's over in Champaign. On a certain night, they served $1 margaritas. And good sized margaritas, too. I mean, they didn't skip any. And like I say, Paula went a little wild and drank about $15 worth.
Damn.
And Carl's like, we need to get some food or something into her. So we stopped at this steak and shake. And we know the table because we had to go to the bathroom, but I never going it. So I took her into the ladies' room. She went into the stall, sat down, came back out, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, didn't pull your pants down, huh? And she says, oh, is that why I'm feeling a little wet? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, it doesn't stop there. We went back out, sat back down in the booth, and
Did
finished.
she go squish when she sat down?
Oh, she went something more than squish.
Oh,
She pissed her pants again in the booth.
God.
And I'm like, she leaned it back over the table and said, I'm even wetter than before. And Carl and I looked at each other, are you done? Yeah, I'm done. And
Oh, God.
fortunately, he had his leather jacket in the car, so we put it down so she could sit on the leather side of it rather than on the cloth seat.
Oh, wow.
But like a bunch of cowards, we never told us the people at that place that they needed to go clean out that booth. And she left a bit of a puddle.
Oh, Lord.
but I don't regret about not drinking anymore.
Well, she barely had ever drank before then, so you know what and that that so they hit her even worse than most.
Right.
I mean, usually it was I'd go to their house and it'd be some slow gin fizz for the evening, but
Yeah.
she never really drank that much alcohol. So I'm like, well, maybe you get sober because you are never living this down.
Yeah. The sad thing about our IHOP is it's not open 24 hours anymore like it once was.
Hmm.
And the Steak and Shake isn't always open either.
Well,
But the important thing is we have 5 guys there.
yeah. All right. So Don could have her juicy stuff. I'm reading that and I'm going, you need to write with Michaela. He
You okay?
almost killed himself on that one.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh my!
Feel no.
I have the most interesting friends.
Oh,
Oh my god.
admit it, Dan. Your life's been richer since Rich came into it.
Hey, I will say this with absolute certainty. My life has never been the same since I discovered a Walmart in Albuquerque, New Mexico that sold pre-mixed margaritas in gallons. And I'm going, when is my Walmart going to catch up?
They need to bring that shit over east of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, really. I mean, you just go, it's a big jug, you ring it up, everything's fine. Somebody comes over, looks at your driver's license, pay, go back to the hotel, be endlessly entertained by
Yeah.
the Air Force Base next by, the balloon show starting up, and a rain cloud rolling in that you can see the rain coming for about 15 miles before it actually reaches the hotel. It's just
Yeah.
there's this cloud moving it's not even a cloud, it's like a curtain moving towards you. And you're just
Heading
standing
to
there
an
on the
Albuquerque, New Mexico Walmart
balcony.
to get some jugs.
Yeah. Well,
Big
I think
jugs at that.
I think you can find some of them just about anywhere you look. Uh,
Yeah,
Well, yeah. That's Carl's favorite story about Walmart in Florida, that he could replace me at any time.
well, they were having a sale. Looks like we just restocked, sir. There's about 14 of them I can see. Um, just pick one.
More jugs.
Well, that's
More
how we
big
get our
jugs.
black
That
cherry.
reminds me, I have to go get water tomorrow.
Little red-haired lady in leopard skin pants. Looks like we just restocked, sir. There are plenty of them around.
Take your pick, and none of it's me.
Yeah, well,
Dunk dunk more.
I figured out a long time ago that the quickest way to find my wife is just walk up to the nearest pretty girl and start talking to her. My wife will show up in a heartbeat.
But hey, Donna, I thought
But
that isn't Carl more into having the nice cans than he is the nice jug?
and all five of these women were good candidates.
Right. Fine.
Yep.
if
Just
I'm
tell everybody about the time I was at with five guys. Yeah.
Yes, Rich.
if I ever lose my wife in a store, all I've got to do is hold the door open for someone else that's not her, and she'll suddenly show up and start yelling at me. Why are you being nice to her?
It's a little old man, honey. Her name is Bob, and he's wearing a tie.
And see,
That's
Carl
just
could
like
talk to another woman or hold the door open to another woman, and I'd be like,
Oh, look, Sears is having a sale.
"Where's the alcohol aisle?"
I need booze stat.
Thought he was going to scream, "I need boobs."
That's what most
No,
men
he was
say.
talking about alcohol. We moved on from jugs.
It depends on your accent.
Yeah.
In some areas, the letter Z does not exist.
Okay.
She's gone.
Broke.
She's gone.
Well,
Maybe I will get monetized. I don't know.
there's no telling.
I'll believe it when I
world-
have to deposit a check.
Been
Oh, that's been a long time. Moving on. Move along. Mike Jimmy, thank you for being here. Ah,
Hi, Mike.
Good morning, Mike Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
oh, how are you doing? And how is your lovely? Are they married?
Lady.
Well, it doesn't matter. Your lovely partner, and how's the
Little one.
rapidly developing baby who is yet to be born but will be very soon? Because inquiring minds want to know. And they would put it a whole lot more succinctly and intelligently than I just did, but they're inquiring. I'm just this guy.
Mm-mm.
You okay, Don?
Yeah, I'm just warm from laughing, and I can't find my hairband, so I gotta go grab a different one.
Wait till we get you at Hallowcon and there's no escape from us in person.
I
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready to deal with me in person?
That should be easy.
And why should that be easy? And what was the next door?
Hey, sweetie.
Good
There
morning.
he is.
I did not feel like putting on a shirt. You have to deal with it.
You guys are trying to be really mean.
That's okay. I'm dealing with it just fine.
I know. Good morning, sweethearts. Oh,
Good morning.
First cup of coffee?
oh yeah, first sip even. And my eyes
You
were
shared it
watering.
with us.
And normally I'd have a shirt on to clean them out. So a little tissue will have to suffice.
Donna needed some eye candy.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Things can only get better.
Not
Oh,
that
yeah.
it needed saying.
We all know what a dirty old woman I am.
Mm.
Nah, it's okay.
One of the reasons why we're so fond of you.
Who, Mike Jimmy or Donna?
Yes.
Well, I was talking about Donna, but
One from column A, two from column B.
Or B.
And with 6, you get egg roll.
How's this
How's
person
everyone doing tonight? Because I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Excellent.
myself?
We're having a lot of trouble not being the green room again. But
Not apologizing.
oh no,
No need to.
wouldn't
No
dream of
need
it.
to.
Wouldn't dream of it. No.
I am
Um,
being perfectly innocent tonight.
The only thing that worries me is my mother has YouTube access.
We're watching laughing at.
I'm sorry. I
don't
know
think-
you too
I
well by
don't
now,
think you
Don.
heard that one. I
She
don't
said she
think
was
you heard that.
innocent, being innocent.
Yeah, I know that. I don't think
In
you
which
heard
ear?
Well, since you guys are in this year, I'm gonna go this year as the innocent one right now.
Where were the eyes looking? Up.
Not mine.
It depends on whether there was 5 guys involved.
Oh my!
I think I've seen that movie, but I turned it off real quick.
Lindsay came in
Don't
the room.
drink. Don't. Almost killed you once.
Here's the
And
there's
and
a restaurant
actually
called Five Guys.
we're not
There-
saying anything out of the ordinary. It's just we all know how each other thinks.
Mhm.
So yes, there's a restaurant called Five Guys over
I
here,
know,
and I told
I've
you
been to a Five Guys actually when I was in San Diego. No worries. Yes.
okay.
Yes, but
Pretty
he
sure it
didn't.
wasn't as
But he didn't do the Five Guys the way you did, Don.
that's for sure. No. I went to clubs for that.
Oh crap!
Well,
I
it
lived-
became so popular they started a restaurant chain.
I left college for this.
I miss those days.
I don't. I learned so much since then.
I've learned way more since then, but I wish I'd known some of the stuff I know now back then.
Mm-hmm.
There
Oh
we go.
Lord! Somebody's
Oh,
daddy
nice.
would have killed me.
Yeah, well, they'd have to catch me first.
My car wasn't that damn fast.
But I knew plenty of ways to get out of town.
I was gonna say I know all the back roads around here.
All the back roads in southern Minnesota.
Mm.
Yes, Rich.
You rang?
5 Guys and back roads and
And milkshakes bringing everybody to the yard. Yes.
The creamy part, by the way. That was
up for 5 minutes. Thank you guys.
Hell, when I was younger and went to South Georgia, I was just impressed they had roads.
today.
It was South Georgia. I mean, seriously.
Okay,
I lived in Northwest Indiana, and at one point in time, addresses to my house came very close to turn off the paved road.
I just want to say that I did not put this in the post, but my creaminess was my milkshake, and it was a banana milkshake.
Okay.
Of course it was. It was 5 banana milkshake.
Frank Zappa would not even touch that line.
It was creamy.
No.
I think they call that bukkake.
I know they call that bukkake.
Well,
5 Guys under bananas.
I seen a meme where somebody called it a baby shower.
Oh my!
Now we are moving just beyond the PG rating here.
It's okay. 13 is still PG.
Oh,
I'm 12, and what is this? Oh boy. So I'm finally getting my watching today.
I think I lost it with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're all already.
I have some friends that
That's a carpet.
enjoy memes and the
Didn't ask about the carpet, dear.
The more lewd, the better, and crude, the better. They like it.
Yeah.
That was the cat. I'm not even a it. You guys. That was the cat tearing up the carpet. And I told the cat not the carpet.
Okay,
Oh,
logical explanation for it.
I'm either never going to get monetized or I'm going to be a billionaire soon.
Oh.
Chart.
We may be offered free psychological services for help.
That wasn't just wrong. That was so wrong you got to say it differently. Wrong.
Y'all are so much fun.
Speaking of cats tearing up things, Charcoal drew blood for the first time today.
Uh-oh.
For the first time ever, she jumped up on the top shelf to look out the window in the dining room.
And you said no.
Carl made the mistake of picking her up to take her off. And she does not like to be picked up.
No.
And yeah,
if you got a cat that likes to be picked up, consider yourself lucky because those are rare.
Calvin loves it, but
otherwise you got to go down to Academy Sports and get a fish net.
But
and not the fun kind.
The really funny thing was after she got down on the ground, Calvin's sitting there watching the whole thing, and she goes over to him, and I said, "You know what she's saying to him? She's saying, you told me to get up there," and he's saying, "Oh, I should have told you not when they're in the room."
Yep.
Well, she also landed on the bubble wrap, which kind of...
That's an easy fix.
She wasn't too sure about that. And then she got a claw stuck in the bubble wrap when he picked her up.
And that just probably set her off too to be like,
Oh yeah, that's trauma right there.
The next step is putting Pop Rocks in the litter box.
I got it that time and I did it.
Yeah.
I've got a recipe on how to make them.
Oh boy.
That was almost a spit take.
Yeah, well, I've had water a couple times tonight. Okay, y'all shut up for a second.
That'll be the freaking day.
Okay.
Hey, she needed a moment to swallow.
I'm sorry, I didn't see her take a drink when I said whatever I said.
Remember, we just are setting each other off now. As I said, setting each other off, not getting each other off.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I've got audacity. I can make it sound like you said getting off instead of setting off.
I mean, it's not that hard.
It'd be interesting to get in on some of the action in Vegas, setting odds on who thought they said what.
Not even the CIA has software good enough to figure out what we say sometimes.
I mean, Lynn's not going to let you come and play with us anymore.
Do you remember the former LSU coach, Ed Ogeron? I saw a meme one time that says, somebody from the FBI says, "Don't worry, we can't understand him either."
Last Man Standing, the YouTube program that broke carnivore. Carnivore is allegedly the name of the application that the NSA uses to sift through and listen for, certain
Certain
keywords
words.
added together. Like a certain highest office of the land, and a certain explosive device. You know. But now here's the thing. So if you ever get some inner city people, or even some millennials and younger, that are talking and thinking that the president is doing a great job, those two words will be put together because, of course, something that is good or cool or awesome is the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I put enough words in between those two words that Carnivore's not going, all right, we got to check the Asplin dude again. And if so, hi, NSA guys, how are you?
It's
Oh,
all
sorry.
right.
Notification.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Girls
It's
and non-binary can be in the NSA too. Hi, NSA people, how are you?
Yeah, I don't want to get hired.
Yeah. That's okay. I scared a little old lady in McDonald's once. This game Munzie that we have has what we call physicals, which you have to actively
Physical.
scan one of
Rob,
these.
get out of my head.
Yeah, QR codes.
Rob,
And
Rick.
it also has virtuals, which if you're within so many feet, you can just get it from satellite. Well, somebody got smart and decided to get a software help that you can get like 100 verticals at once. And they decided to call it a blast. So we've been out, yes, we had been out Munzie, and we stopped at McDonald's to get just to rest and get a drink. This is down in southern Illinois, where they should be used to words like that. And Carl said, Did you set off a blast? I said, yeah, I got all 100 of them. And we hear
Would have been funnier if you were at Five Guys.
oh, it was funny enough. This little old lady, she just knew that yeah.
Yeah.
And she went over to her little old man and then they both looked at us.
Oh boy.
Next time we need to word that a little bit differently when we're out in public.
Well, what would have been even funnier is if you went to Taco Bell and got a Baja Blast.
Or just a taco and just came out of the bathroom afterwards. Because that'll set up a blast too.
This is
A blast of Joe Dog in proportions.
I was going to say.
Wait a minute. His name set off this whole thing because we're talking about how tall people were. And that's how this whole thing got set off. Because you guys are talking about Joe Dog saying hi to me.
What is wrong with you? You actually remember the instigating statement?
Yes, I do, because
she doesn't drink alcohol.
Oh, okay, that explains
that
it.
does help.
Sobriety.
Cheers.
Pshaw.
Yeah.
But my son was going, hey, wait a minute. Donna's going to kick my ass. Not this Donna, his Donna.
Yeah. Yeah, that sometimes gets confusing when she shows up and I'm like, I didn't say, oh, Donna.
I'm worried now. I actually understood that statement.
Which statement?
Well, I got my thank you for helping take care of chickens.
I'll explain later, as Dr.
So,
Who says.
Tomorrow night, In the green room, I will be drinking blackberry mead.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, luckily it didn't get broken.
Yeah.
Oh,
Luckily, Calvin didn't get broken either.
Yeah.
It could have hurt him.
I do know one golf joke, but it will have to wait till the green room.
Really? The way that this place has been tonight, and you're going to wait till the green room?
Chris,
that just shows you how far down it is.
I'm
If you
afraid
can get here.
that's not the kind of hole-in-one that we were talking about earlier.
No.
Rich, I
Do,
saw
do you want me to tell you tonight?
What can it
Evidently, he
hurt?
does.
What can it hurt? I mean, seriously.
This was told by a friend that plays golf. He said, "You know what the difference between a golf ball and a clitoris is?"
Do I want to know?
A guy will look all day for a golf ball.
Got a point?
Good night, everybody.
Hey, I told you, you asked for it. I'm sort of like that guy said, "Okay, fucker, you asked for it."
You are going to get in so much trouble, Chris.
Oh, wait till you
Well,
meet
do
him
you
in
not
person.
see the description underneath my name?
Leaning real close.
Except it's not just occasional sometimes.
I was trying to figure out the occasional word. That's why I was like, wait, what's that?
There it is. Oh dear.
Yep. All right, you can pull me off full screen now.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to change that occasional to constant. Or
There are times where I do behave myself.
professional. That's the word we're looking for. Professional.
Doesn't do it all the time, but Lenny does.
I do behave myself on occasion.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking when you said that. I'd have to buy a whole new monitor and keyboard.
I'm glad Donna and Don wasn't.
Yeah, I probably would just swallow this time.
Oh man.
Moving on.
Yeah, it's time for the next subject or return to a previous one that wasn't that one.
The next subject, the next suspect. I'll be right.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Just ask Shaggy.
Ruh-roh. Oh wait, no, wrong.
She
Shaggy.
got the reference finally. It took a moment for it to set in, but
One of these days.
You keep saying that.
One of these days, let me answer.
I keep waiting.
keeps waiting.
The mind boggles.
Yeah, I do. So how's your arm, Mike?
It's getting by.
You're unsupervised. Behave. Well as you possibly can.
I'd rather
Behave,
be
No
good.
promises.
The bar was set awfully low tonight.
I was gonna say, like, really. No, but it's getting by. But still gonna have this stuff on. It's getting pretty dirty. So I'm like, yeah. And I asked the hospital if they got more of the stuff because it's I could take it off. Just it's like pressure stuff, like the thing that people put on their lower legs. But
Yeah, compression socks.
yeah, that's what I was looking for. So once in a while, my elbow will pop, and I will just be like, usually when I wake up, when I have to turn over and kill my alarm, and it's like, yeah, one of
Yeah.
those things. Other than that, yeah, no, it's fine. It's getting by. Luz thinks I'm doing way too much with it. I'm saying the doctors told me to do things with it.
Yep.
We are polar opposites on that regard. I may be going too fast. On the other hand, I got stuff to do.
Yes, but it's nice to know that she's concerned about you.
Mm. No. She is doing all right. Yeah. It's going from one thing to the other. It's always not been fun for her at all. So there's something new now that she's getting checked on. The baby is okay.
That's good.
We reached 25 weeks, so technically it could be born with help at this point.
Yeah.
Here in the Netherlands, at least, because it
Yeah.
gives a 51% chance of getting born successfully from here on out. And it just goes up by a day.
Mm-hmm.
So, still scary. We'd rather have it sit until week 37 or something.
Right.
I cringe when you talk about your elbow because I had to have my tendon reattached, and I was in a from shoulder to finger brace and blah blah. So every time you're like, oh, yeah. Now, granted, it's a different thing, but I get the whole like, I just want to get my,
Yeah, you just want to do something, and it's like I'm still not entirely able to stretch it completely. Like this is where it gets, and then this, and everything in between that is fine. But the moment pressure gets on, yeah, I'm feeling the break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Carl can sympathize with you. He's broken one wrist once and the other wrist twice.
Ouch.
And he was in a cast with the one wrist when he fell and broke the other wrist the second time.
Yeah.
So he had both in a cast for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, the side effects of that do not bear thinking about.
No, he had arthritis by the time he was 30.
Yeah. No. I overused my right shoulder, so this is still hurting like mad as well. Because of course you got to do everything with one hand for 3 weeks straight.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ask any teenager.
Hi, baby.
Wait, baby.
Come here. I want to see you.
You got any spare band-aids?
Say hi.
Okay.
Oh, hello, baby.
No, I want to prowl. Get your butt out of my face. He's got the most unfortunate spot of fur right under his butthole. Little brown drop about that long. The first time I saw it, I'm like, dude, you need to clean yourself up. And like, wait a minute, that's just fur.
That's not poo. That's just poo-colored fur.
We're hoping it's just fur.
It's just fur.
Okay.
He bugs Carl till Carl goes to bed, and then he comes in here and bugs me.
And you tell him to bugger off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. the German Shepherd's been doing the same thing to Lindsay. Soon as it gets dark, you going to bed, right? I want to go to bed. I want you to go to bed. And I'm just going, dog. You need some perspective from a long way off. Um, Evidently, she's been learning commands. The dog, not Lindsay.
We knew you were talking about the dog.
Lindsay has been able to get the dog to do lots of things with a single spoken word command.
Good.
And as long as that progress keeps up or doesn't degrade, Lindsay's going to be happy about that.
Mm-hmm. As she should be.
Now, the one command that I wish the dog would learn is stop.
I'm afraid
Good
that
luck.
is one that you literally can't learn. It can't stop being a dog.
Well, I don't want her to stop being a dog. I just want her to stop doing that particular thing.
Okay.
No is no is an answer. No is a command.
Depends on who's speaking. Carl can tell Calvin no, and he's like, "Yes, right, Dad."
I mean, we're talking about a cat versus a dog here.
Yeah, but when Mommy says no, pardon me, he's like, "Oh shit, Mom said no. I better stop."
No Iggy if I don't quit.
He didn't even like it when she started eating it. Now he's as bad as she is. And sometimes Mommy gets mad and says, "Mommy's having a sandwich for lunch. You can do without your Iggy." Or Mommy goes off to breakfast with Aunt April, and we're gone from 8 in the morning till 11.
And they're wondering, how dare you?
And since they're used to having lunch at 10, Daddy doesn't eat eggs. Out of luck, aren't you guys?
This is true.
Eggy
All right.
for you.
We got 2 minutes left. Anybody got anything they want to promote? Mike, Jimmy, you've got Lipo and Cora and a lot of other stuff that you're doing. Dawn, you've got Michaela's stuff that you should give a shout out to. Chris, you got Hallowcon to spread to the entire universe.
Yep.
Donna, you've got back files full of books that you have not released yet. Richie, you and I got to work on this stuff.
Hey, I heard you.
Yeah, there's some stuff that you know you need to work on together.
Yeah, my publisher has assigned the re-release of my first book to an editor, and they are working on it right now. I had gone in and fixed all the typos in the original release, and knowing me, I had inserted twice as many brand new typos, so that editor is going crazy. We got Hallowcon coming up. Memberships are still very affordable, and the room fee is still very affordable.
Yep, $73 a night, king or double. Call the hotel, let them know that you're with Hallowcon. And keep in mind, the price goes up for a badge after October 1st, or starting October 1st.
You don't have to tell them you're with Hallowcon. Just tell them you're going to be there the last week of October, and they say, "Oh, you're coming to Hallowcon, are you?" Yes, I am.
Good, that's the way you want it.
They're nice folks down there.
Yes, they are.
That's right. Come to Hallowcon, meet all of Chris's groupies.
At the reception.
Or at least the ones that can afford airfare.
Meet all my friends. Groupies, that's...
You're not going to introduce us to those. Okay, I get the message.
Well, Don and I will be there.
Well,
exactly.
I don't consider y'all groupies, but if you want to be considered groupies, then yeah. Come meet Donna and Dawn if you hadn't already.
I didn't like a groupie because I didn't want to wake everybody up and blow your ears out. That's why I just went.
Mike, Jimmy, and Luce will be trying their damnedest to be there next year.
Yep.
I hope Rich makes it this year. It's still up in the air, but
it's still up in the air. But whenever it happens, it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So I'm working on the pilot still. Like last night, I did hung in animation again. So finally, I'm back into the groove. And I think I'm going to be working on the entire storyboard and putting all the sound bits in place. Oh. So we should have at least a complete rough thing to go through, to look through. And then I'll know how long the pilot actually will have to be. That helps. That be as well as the volumes are getting your way. They arrived at Critical Blast last weekend, so you should get them sent out to you, I think, in the coming days.
Oh, wow, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, so they should arrive, in the next 2 weeks or so. He's fulfilling them. So I just sent 2 big boxes full of the hard covers and the soft covers and whatever people took. You all have your own personal number. And there's a couple of requests that I got, and they have been drawn out inside of them.
Sounds excellent. Looking forward to it.
Yep. That will be awesome. Yep. Go to Hallowcon, www.hallowcon.com, and pre-register, or come see us at a live show that we're going to be promoting at. And or if you want to wait and pay more at the door, you're welcome to do that too. It's whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, Joe Dog will grin and put it in his pocket.
Yep.
Hop on by and say hi.
Yep. And have some really good food while you're there.
Megan has warned me that it's going to be even better than the last 2 years.
I told you she had plans to make it better.
I know, but she gave me
details. Yeah.
Which I'm sworn not to reveal. I am under a non-disclosure agreement here. But, oh my God.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be fun. Time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie, and everyone else.
Good night.
And go good, guys.
Absolutely. Go good, guys.
No promises, but I'm going to try.
If I click on the right damn thing here.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System was shut down. System was shut down. System was shut down.